Hi guys, a very good morning. So let us take a look onto this story raised by Mkoma Petsarwanya. He says, given this letter written by Triple C leader Nelson Chamisa a month ago to ZANU-PF's Speaker of Parliament Mudenda, on what basis does he recall CCC MPs based on a letter written by a bogus acting SG of Triple C? We can't say Triple C did nothing. ZANU-PF is just belligerent, disdainful, and disdainful of law. So let us take a look. On 11 September 2023, the leader of the opposition, Citizens Coalition for Change, President Nelson Chamisa, penned this letter, which is right here on the screen. And in this screen, he actually highlighted that each and every correspondence regarding Citizens Coalition for Change members in Parliament was supposed to be addressed to the office of the President. And in doing so, he noted that any correspondence regarding any Triple C member of Parliament listed in the General Notice 1380D of 2023 and General Gazette 1380E of 2023 is to be directed to his own office of the President. And he also noted that any communication or notification regarding any CC member of Parliament listed in the said General Notice 1380D of 2023 and General Notice 1380E of 2023 to Parliament, he said that it shall come to the office of the President. He says, for the avoidance of any doubt, no any other person is authorized to correspond or to communicate with Parliament concerning Triple C members in Parliament. He said that for ease of reference, the list of Triple C members of the National House of Assembly was attached to the letter which he penned to the Speaker of Parliament. He attached the names of the MPs, both the National Assembly and the Senate, and he signed it himself as the leader and presidential candidate of Citizens Coalition for Change. So he also said CC, President of the Senate the President of the Senate of Zimbabwe, which means the Senate President was also advised of that development. So by this letter of 11 September, you would agree that President Nelson Chamisa did what he was supposed to do as a leader to protect the Citizens Coalition for Change from ZANU-PF tactics. But however, they've gone through as expected to actually fight this through the Speaker of Parliament, which means whatever they're doing is something which is unlawful, is something Triple C highlighted earlier in terms of who should receive correspondence and who should also send correspondence regarding the issues of the MPs of Triple C, and that is clear. This clearly indicates that there is a different agenda by the regime. There is a different agenda by the Speaker of Parliament and his team. Remember, this Speaker of Parliament belongs to ZANU-PF. He was elected through ZANU-PF and is a member of ZANU-PF Politburo. So it's sad to see that he has unlawfully used this law against the Citizens Coalition for Change MPs and disregarded what the law says in terms of who should recall MPs. The party, Parliament, is the only party which can recall them. But that has been violated so many times, the Monzora way. So you understand, ZANU-PF has been saying that if Triple C fails to obey their rules and regulations as a party, the ZANU-PF rules and regulations, the ZANU-PF demands, they will be recalled. And they are actually doing that. That is a clear indication that ZANU-PF is doing this. That is a clear indication that ZANU-PF is behind all these issues. But there are two scenarios on this issue. Scenario number one, there's a scenario where ZANU-PF is trying to sanitize its courts by simply making Triple C MPs fight in court so that the ZANU-PF party will say, the reason why Triple C didn't file court processes after elections was that they had no evidence. That is the justification they're going to give you. So scenario number one, you might likely going to see these MPs being reinstated into Parliament, and ZANU-PF will say there is no judicial capture. Scenario number two, ZANU-PF might try to silence Triple C forever and create a one-party state. All other opposition political parties have been silenced except Triple C. So if these MPs are successfully recalled, There is nothing which is going to stop Shavangu from filing another letter to recall the remaining MPs and also to recall President Nelson Chamisa as the leader of Triple C, which means you'll be deprived of, number one, political party funding for the 2028 elections. Number two, you'll be deprived of the party and everything associated to the party. Number three, you'll be left with nothing. The MPs will be gone, the councillors will be gone, everything will be gone. So what's next for Nelson Chamisa? I believe that this is the time they have to act. This is the time they have to actually confront the regime, because it's becoming out of hand. They have to actually demand to have peaceful protests. They have to make sure that they have peaceful protests in the nation of Zimbabwe, so as to deal with these matters. What can we expect from Jacob Mdenda, who was attending ZANU-PF rallies in August? In fact, everything in Zim is no longer making any sense. State institutions, almost all of them are favoring ZANU-PF. Everything is now ZANU-PF. What I know is that not all of them like it. Because the desperation for two-thirds majority has reached another level. I'm gonna since it is something and ignored, that's the way. What's the way forward? We are tired of the same cycle. Asikon shame. Skanzi, don't forget that parliament sits like a court. Everyone who approaches it have the right to be heard. You cannot write a letter to court and expect it to act on that. There is a procedure to be followed. This is wrong. Shavangu just wrote a letter and it was followed. The same letter from Advocate Nelson Chamisa was supposed to also to be recognized. So it is what it is, but they know that this is illegal, and we are going to watch and see the outcome of this. But Nelson Chamisa had done his best to protect the party.